In my previous video, ladies and gentlemen, I promised you that I'm going to do an extensive analysis on Dr. Matiangi, Karua, Gachagua, and Uhuru Kenyatta coincident of meeting in the United States of America. And on this particular video, that's going to form the basis of my analysis, where I'm going to take you through on some of the reasons that these guys have met in the US, some of the things they will discuss, and some of the decisions we might expect them to come up with as far as their stay in the US is concerned. But however, I'm doing this remembering very well that Gachagua has his own plan that he was going to execute it there for about 5 or 6 weeks in the US.
My community has really spoiled me. I'm so proud. The love and the affection my people have shown me. You know, I feel like I could stay here forever. It's only that niko na kibarua nyumbani. Na hii watu najua siwezi waacha sana. Lazima nikae hapa 4-5 weeks nirudi. Nisukume hii jamaa mpaka mwisho. I have to do it for the sake of our country and for the sake of this community. If we don't stop him, he will destroy this community. The final one is that you must help me mkiongea nyumbani.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, without much wasting of time, let me dive into this topic. But before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, kindly feel free to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give the channel. My number is always here for those who want to engage me and want to support the channel. Please feel free to do so, and your support, it is highly welcome. Let me dive into the topic today. Now, as we speak today, as I said, Uhuru Kenyatta is in the US, and Karua is there, Gachagua is there as well, and also Dr. Matiangi. What I'm very sure about is that they will meet. Being in the opposition, they have all reasons to have a meeting and a share. But most importantly, there's one common in these people. They all depend on the Mount Kenya region for support. Gachagua needs Mount Kenya. Uhuru wants Mount Kenya to support someone. And of course, Matiangi needs Mount Kenya for him to be complete. So when he has these people, that's the Mount Kenya people together, when we have these Mount Kenya people together in the United States of... Now, when you realize that all these people are together, they will discuss major issues that concern Mount Kenya and Kenya as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, the number one thing that they're going to discuss there, I feel strong, is about the flag bearer. They need to come up and agree if it is Kalonzo Musyoka, Karua, Gachagua, or Matiangi. And when you see Uhuru Kenyatta in the US, I'm very sure that the interests of Kalonzo are represented there. And I'm very sure that they'll probably share with Kalonzo very well about that. And I'm not worried about Kalonzo's absence. But the people who are there matter a lot. They can decide to support Kalonzo, they can decide to support Gachagua, they can decide to support Matiangi. But however, I feel strongly, there is a push for Gachagua to support Matiangi or Kalonzo. And their presence in the United States of America, it's going to entail basically on that. And there's no support they'll be able to talk about without including the Mount Kenya votes, where they have to see on how to ensure that they consolidate them to one side. They don't divide them at all. What I know, Mount Kenya has already made that decision. And the decision is that William Ruto is going home. But whoever to support, they're yet to make a decision. I hear from the people of Mount Kenya, some of them, please share with me in the comment section whether I'm right, that they don't just make decisions too early in politics. They move towards the end. It's when they decide, according to our observation, this is the lead. And that is why I think strongly that William Ruto was able to win the 2022 general elections. So, ladies and gentlemen, I feel strongly that Mount Kenya are yet to decide who to vote for, but they have decided who they are not going to vote against. So their meeting in the United States of America will also come up with a flag bearer, which might not be exposed to anyone. But I feel that when you put Karua, Matiangi, Kalonzo, and Uhuru and Gachagua, these people are able to come up with tangible decisions as far as a flag bearer is concerned. If they might not come up with the name, they might come up with conditions which can be able to propel the campaigns of this country, dictate how campaigns are going to be conducted, when and how. I don't know what's your take, but you can also share your opinion on that. Number two thing, of course, is the running mate. After deciding who is going to be the flag bearer, I'm very sure that this team will definitely come up with who should be the running mate. That is important because the running mate position is key in a presidential election, because last time William Ruto won the elections based on the choice of his running mate. Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga lost the election based on the choice of their running mate. So as we speak today, Mount Kenya are going to be a very crucial region in 2027. Also, deciding on the running mate is going to be a key factor that these people are going to sit down and discuss as a team while in the US. Now, ladies and gentlemen, another thing that I feel strongly here is about the Ruto's tactics. We know as we speak today, there are goons being deployed all over. We have arrests taking place. We have charges, trumped up charges against youths and leaders. And this is not going just to stop because we can see the ruthlessness within the government. So probably they're also discussing ways they can be able to counter this. Let me tell you that the issue of goons is a huge one. If William Ruto wants to stop rallies in Mount Kenya, they just need to contact Maina Njenga and they can create fear. Eventually rallies cannot be very successful. We also saw that there was an allegation that in Matiangi's tour to Meru, there were allegations that there were goons that had been organized to disrupt the meeting there. Apart from that, we also had other reasons, of course, emerging from the issues to do with destruction of properties, killing of people. But the fact is that also goons issue was there. So the fact is they have to also agree on how they're going to term this. And probably Uhuru's the advice can be able to help a lot. Now, ladies and gentlemen, another thing that they have so to talk about as a team, it's about financing their campaigns. What I know is that William Ruto has already indicated, together with the other leaders in government, from the support programs, they are moving around the country where Kindiki is the leader. We can be able to tell that their major tactic is about money. In 2027, they're going to splash money to be able to counter the opposition. So therefore, it is ideal that the people in opposition also to prepare themselves adequately to face the financial ruthlessness from President William Ruto. Finance in the Kenyan politics plays a huge role in the sense that people can be paid to vote for a certain candidate. I hope that this bribery will come to an end and the people will take money and they eat, and eventually at the ballot, they make proper choices. But if we follow what has been happening in other previous elections, financial aspect is very critical. And that's where we see the people like Adani coming to dictate what they want to do in the country. People like Bill Gates also suggesting to do some of the things like GMO foods. Things like the GMO foods that they wanted to supply in the country. So ladies and gentlemen, we know very well that the financial aspect is very critical. And we know that Uhuru Kenyatta will sit down and discuss with these people on how they are going to raise the money for 2027. Uhuru Kenyatta will have his ideas, Gachagua will have his, and then Matiangi as well will help. But the major thing is the links they are going to create to be able to pull huge funds that can be able to propel the campaigns across the country. Now, not that these people are rich or poor. Gachagua can be able to fund his campaign in the Mount Kenya region. Fund it properly and consolidate the votes there. But they need more so that they can be able to reach to other parts of this country. So Uhuru Kenyatta and these people will discuss on the financial aspects as far as the campaigns are concerned. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, I feel strongly that they have to discuss on a winning strategy. Winning strategy will cut across the campaigns, the type of campaigns they're going to do, the personnel they need on board, the people to play certain roles. They're also going to discuss the tactics they're going to use, and most importantly, even the running mates they're going to choose. So that kind of a strategy is going to be also discussed a lot. Because if they get it wrong, then they're doomed. Because Raila Amolo Odinga and William Ruto, they're watching from a distance. As we speak today, they're yet even to start to employ their tactics. They're watching from a distance to see what is Uhuru up to, what is Matiangi up to, what is Gachagua up to. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I feel is going to form the basis of the discussion in the US as far as the four are concerned. But you can share on the comment section what you need. My name is Abel Mukwa. See you next time for more videos.